What's up, everybody? My Vernon Kid here coming to you again. Welcome, guys, to Characters Why I Like Them Series 2. Yeah, I'm gonna give you some familiar characters and still continue to educate you on some other characters. But this time around, for the first in the lineup, we return back to the world, the Beast Wars universe, Transformers. And as you can see, I'm introducing you to Death Charge, basically who I consider the Wolverine of Beast Wars. And pretty much he kind of lives up to that name. Death Charge was appeared in season 3 of Beast Wars, and he was voiced by David Sobova. And Death Charge, he was a peace marshal that was stationed on a colony known as Omicron, and Protoform X, aka Rampage, escaped from there and pretty much wiped out everybody except for Death Charge. So pretty much Death Charge was hunting X, as he called them, down. He would travel to prehistoric Earth, where the rest of the Maximals were, and through the transmetal warp, he would gain his transmetal body, as well as take on the form of a manta ray when his ship crashed into the ocean. Death Charge was pretty cool. He at first he kind of had to grow on you for a while, because at first when I watched him, I remember really kind of not liking this guy at first, because I was like, this dude, he thinks he's a one-man army. He needs help. He's stubborn. Thank you. And I thought, I was like, he's got it. But then every time I watched him, I was like, why does this guy remind me of somebody? And I kept saying it over and over. This guy reminds me of Wolverine, while Rampage was his Sabretooth. And I kept seeing that over and over. The battles that these guys had, whether it was on land or on the ocean, was pretty great. When he got to Earth and met the rest of the Maximals, he actually saved Cheetor from drowning. And I remember the scene really well, because it was kind of funny. Cheetor was like, he's like, I'm Cheetor, thanks for pulling me out of the drink. And he's like, go chase a mouse. And he just smacked him away. Death Charge was he was independent. He really was rogue. He was a rogue Maximal. He didn't follow lead of Optimus Primal. He's pretty much a loner. Doesn't that remind you of somebody? Okay. And he like I said, his main purpose was to get Protoform X, or Rampage. But Optimus Primal would always tell him, Rampage is with the Predacons. He's got help. But it was always, they were always destined to battle, because Rampage would sense that Death Charge was near him and things like that, so he would just constantly attack them. It was really good. After a while he grew, and when he would change into his beast mode, you would think, oh, he was the only aquatic Maximal on the team. Yeah, he was, but he just didn't stick to water. He could fly. He could fly when he was out of the water and things like that. and because of his transmetal body, everything he was a little bit, the transmetal bodies made a lot of the Maximals and Predacons stronger, and they gave them upgrades. And one thing also I loved about it, he had these cool guns that he would bring out, and also what also was cool about him, his stinger, he could use as a spear. He could take that out and throw it, and he threw it at he would use that a lot with Rampage. He also had something that was also cool to me because I really liked it. Was like, it was kind of hard to really get a real clean shot on him, especially if he see it coming, because he could take his when he's in robot form, he could take his fins that when he's a ray and cover himself up like a shield, and that was always cool. It really took him a while before he really started to come to terms that, yeah, okay, I'm a Maximal, I'll work with you, so to speak. I'm not gonna be just a loner, because a lot of the other Maximals like Silverbolt and people like that, Optimus Prime, Primal, and people like that were just like, you can't do this alone. You can't be like this, and you should help us and things like that. And he was just like, I'm just here for X, I'm not here for you and everything like that. But it was okay. I didn't mind. He really grew on me after a while. X, Depth Charge really grew to be a really good character, and just like I said, every time he would appear in the episode, I just kept saying over, oh, here comes Wolverine, because that's how he was reminding me of. He started to remind me of Wolverine, and that was always the thing about Depth Charge. Just a really cool character, kind of stubborn at times, but an all-around good soldier, good fighter. Knew he was a real student of the gang, and he had that true ambition that he wanted. He wanted Rampage, and they had some epic battles in some episodes, guys. Whether it was in the water or on land. However, during the end of the series in season 3, Depth Charge and Rampage had a final battle in the water, and they both died. Which was kind of sad, because I would have wanted him to go back with Optimus and them. But then I'm kind of like, you know what? I'm kind of glad he didn't, because God's no telling what he would have looked like when they returned back to Cybertron, and especially during the spin-off series Beast Machines, which I know a lot of people don't really acknowledge too much. But yeah, Beast Machines is a spin-off of Beast Wars. It is the next chapter. But I'm kind of glad he didn't, in a way, because I would have been a little nervous to see what he would have looked like in that series, But he was a good character, guys, no doubt about it. I really did like him. I thought the actor who played him, like I said, David Sobova, was really cool. He was really like aggressive and things as the character, and yeah, he was just a really fun character. Yeah, sad that he died, but he died fighting just like Dinobot did, the original Dinobot. But other than that, guys, thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Tell me what you thought about Depth Charge, if you remember Beast Wars. And this was characters why I like them. Thank you for listening, and stay tuned next week for the next character. Y'all take care.